Good morning. I figured now that I'm semi-adjusted to day shift vibe right now, foaling season is officially over. Breeding season ends for us this week, hopefully. And sale prep is still kind of a little bit around the corner. I would just kind of take you on just a casual day on the farm. Basically, I showed you all how I do my night shifts, obviously. This is kind of just what day shift was doing in the meantime. I'm on the farm, man. They need an on the farm button, but I know people would use it for bad. Anyway, basically, this is kind of what day shift was sort of doing when, I was on night shift duty. There's a few things that, with babies, that it was a little different, but I mean, it's about as pretty much as it goes. But yeah, so I figured I'll just take you all through it, and it should be a short day. I am on the farm. I'm going 2 miles an hour. I don't need to buckle. There's no traffic. Anyway, let me take you on this day. Most of this is probably going to be a voiceover, so I apologize if you hate that ahead of time. But that was kind of the only way I could do it with not sounding weird, because people are with me during day shift. I'm no longer alone. That's one of the biggest challenges of switching to day shift. Well, that, and I no longer get to be nocturnal. So
anyway, normally on night shift, my day would end around 7 a.m. So obviously on day shift, my day starts at 7 a.m. Typically when I arrive, I kind of just do a glance over at the farm, make sure, everything is where it's supposed to be. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be. Just, a very casual glance over to make sure that nothing happened when I was, gone during the evening. Pretty much all of our horses are outside at night. There's only a very few handful that are inside at night at the current moment. So pretty much everyone is waiting by the gate ready for their morning breakfast or ready to come in when we arrive. Once we have breakfast ready, we'll actually go out and bring everybody in. Fun fact, most of our horses are only in for about 2 to 4 hours a day. And obviously while bringing everyone in, we kind of give everyone a good check over mamas, babies, yearlings, etc. Make sure everyone has their legs and heads attached and no one has any marks or anything interesting. Because again, they're horses, they do things that they're not supposed to. They are low-key constantly on a mini suicide mission, I swear. No matter how hard we try. And then we also turn out whoever was inside at night, which again is only a handful right now. It's mainly the babies, aka the very, very late foaling mares. And I kind of do another lap of the farm, making sure that, now that there's more sun and everyone's been looked at, everything is good and golden. But really, most of our horses are outside almost all day and almost all night, with the exception of this small group right here. But again, babies, benefits them to be inside for a little bit. Then occasionally we have things like the farrier. This is something that can definitely take several days to do, because obviously we have a lot of mares. The babies obviously get done as well, yearlings, etc. So, it takes a couple days to get all this done. As of right now, we currently have the vet almost daily, and they're basically checking on pregnancies and who is ready to breed or not to breed, because foaling season might be over, but breeding season ends probably in the next couple days. So obviously, we still have a little bit of work ahead of us to do there. Once morning stuff is done, we'll turn everybody out. Some are a little bit more willing to go out than others. Obviously, this kid was vibing, enjoying his nap inside, and then he was like, outside? How dare you? I totally lied. That's a filly. That's actually the Golden Sense filly, for anyone who remembers. And really, after that, we just kind of clean stalls and clean the barn and just kind of keep an eye on everybody. Make sure everyone is kind of doing, what they're supposed to be doing. Then in the afternoon, it's not uncommon for us to have, again, either the farrier or hay or straw or something. And once all that's said and done, we'll bring in the horses that are supposed to be inside at night. Currently, again, it's still just the babies. These two are having an absolute ball, obviously. We'll also feed the horses that are being fed outside and then clean up the barn one final time, do last-minute water checks and things of that nature, and tuck them in for the evening.
But yeah, overall, pretty simple. That's kind of just what day shift was doing when I was on night shift. Just, regular farm stuff while I vibed and just held the fort at night. The regular schedule will change again here in about 2 weeks ish, give or take, because we'll start doing sale prep and things of that nature. So I get to show you all how sale prep goes when we get there. We're not quite there yet. In the meantime, I had mentioned that we were going to go to Indiana to watch Mikasa run on Saturday, and there's no video for that because we ended up scratching her because like 2 days before she had a little bit of a cough, and so they checked her and she had some mucus, so no big deal. So they opted not to run because mucus. Ugh, I don't blame her. So as for when our next kiddo's gonna run, I don't know. Just a vibe. We're just here. And if this isn't obvious enough, obviously I work from 7 to 4 now instead of 7 to 7. But like put little quotations around that because right after 4 o'clock, I go do my personal horses, and I do my personal horses till about 6 o'clock-ish, occasionally 7. My personal horses the other day, long story short, I broke my wrist. I find out Friday if I need surgery or not. I'm hoping I don't need surgery. If I need surgery, I will cry. I've never had surgery. I don't want to have surgery. But I will say, today is day 3. Today's definitely been the highest in pain. So, that's so fun. Obviously I'm still been here, still working. It's just one-handed now. And we're getting there. So, that's just kind of how a casual day is. And I guess I will figure out something in the meantime to entertain you all with until we move on to sale prep. So, until next time.